professor of visual communication. Today we are going to learn the lighting. In the lighting, there are two kinds. One is the basics of the lighting and the types of the lighting. In the basics, we should know the source, the behavior and the quality of the light. And the types, you can see two categories. One is a key light and another one is a fill light. Before we discuss about the light and the key and the types, we should know what is light. Light is nothing but it's an electromagnetic energy which comes from a source is called light, or the brightness that comes from the source. It allows to see the object is called light. What are the sources of the light? The source we can divide into two categories. One is natural source and another one is artificial source. The example of natural source is sun and the wooden fire. These both are natural source. And another category is artificial source. In artificial source, the tungsten light comes under the artificial source or studio light, and the studio flash comes under the artificial light, and the tube light. These are the categories of the artificial light. Then we move to the behavior of the light. Behavior of the light. First thing is how a light travels from the source and how the light interacts with the object. That is very important one. Light always travels in a straight line. When an object interferes with the line or the light hit on the object, there are two ways it happens. One is the light which comes from the source will hit on the object is reflected from the object. Thus, that light is called a reflective light. And another one is when the object blocks the path of the light, it will create a shade. This is the shade. So the shade will differ from the subject to the subject. This is a solid object. It will create darker shade. If it is a transparent object, it reduces the shades. Another aspect is the color of the object. The color of the object which is reflect from the light is differ from color to the color. If a black color will reflect less amount of light, if it is white, the color will reflect more light. Then another one is the quality of the light. What is the quality? The third quality. See, the quality, there are two quality. One is direct light, another one is diffused light. The direct light will create darkened shades or darkened edged shades. A diffused light will create, diffused shades. Shades must be, you can't see the shade. For example, this is direct light. When I put any transparent material in between the light travel, it will create different kinds of shade. This is the white cloud. If I put the path, you can't see the shade. The shade will be diffused or it reduced. This is the quality of the light. There are two qualities. One is the direct sunlight or direct artificial light. The direct light will create a darker shade, and the diffused light will create the different shades. This is the beauty of the light and shade. A photographer must know the quality of the light. We discussed about the basics of the light, the source of the light, the behavior of the light, and the quality of the light. We move to the types of the light, the key and fill. Before we learn the key and fill, we should know the available light or uncontrolled light. Key and fill is controlled by the photographer, but the available light, it's not supplied by the photographer. It is natural. it is it's an available source. I took this photograph in Ooty, and this is also Ooty. These are the available light. And another photograph. This is I took in an indoor event. This is also not controlled by the artist. The light source is available light. I took this photograph in indoor event. Right. Now we can move how a photographer control the key and fill. Now we learn about key and fill light. What is key light? Key light is the main source of the light is called key light, because here this works as a key light. There is no other light sources. The main source of the light is called key light. This is indoor key light, and of nature, this is the window light. It is the natural light source, the sunlight. Here, the sunlight works as a key light. We discuss about the behavior of the light. According to the behavior, whatever the object block the path of the light, it will create the shade. The object will create a strong shade. Here, there is no 3-dimension. To create 3-dimension, a photographer should control the shape. The key comes from here, and here there are more shades. There is not a clear visible in the object. To make control the shade, a photographer must use the reflector or any other light source. Here, the reflector works as a key source, as a fill source. Here, according to the the behavior of the light, this surface reflects which comes from the key, and the photographer can make a 3-dimension through the reflection of the cutter, and or you can use another light source to control the light or the shade. We can go move for the indoor light. This is the studio light. It works as a key source. As it is the key source, here there are a lot of shades. To remove the shades, we can use another light source. This is fill light. This amount is lesser than the key. The key always more light, and the fill it is reduced than the key amount of the light. In this class, we discussed about the basics of the light and the types of the light. In the basics of the light, we discussed about the source, the behavior, and the quality. The types of the light, we discussed about the key and fill. What is key light? What is fill light? How a photographer construct the light? How he create the shade and the light? Then what is the the ambient light? What is the difference between ambient light and the created light or controlled light? Photography is nothing but it's a matter of light. Without lighting, there is no photography. According to Eastman Kodak, he says, admire the light, and love the light. Because without light, there is no photography. Admire the light, love the light. Thank you.